Do you know the 10 critical colon symptoms you should never ignore? That's what we're diving into today. Your colon health is a key pillar of your overall well-being, often overlooked until it's too late. Certain symptoms act as red flags, hinting at possible issues that need immediate attention. Ignoring these could lead to serious health consequences. So it's time we shed some light on this vital topic. Stay tuned to discover these 10 critical symptoms and why you should never ignore them. Firstly, persistent abdominal discomfort is a symptom that shouldn't be overlooked. This isn't about the occasional stomachache or the discomfort that comes from overindulging at dinner. We're talking about a persistent nagging discomfort that doesn't seem to go away or that keeps coming back. It may not always be severe, but it's consistent. It's like a low hum in the background of your day-to-day life. This discomfort might present itself as cramps, bloating, or a feeling of fullness, even when you haven't eaten much. And while these symptoms could be due to a variety of reasons, they may indicate issues with colon health. Conditions like irritable bowel syndrome, Crohn's disease, and even colon cancer can cause such discomfort. Remember, your body has a language of its own, and persistent pain or discomfort is its way of telling you that something's not right. If you're dealing with persistent abdominal discomfort, it's essential to consult your healthcare provider. Secondly, changes in bowel habits can be a sign of colon issues. It's important to pay attention to any sudden or gradual changes in your bowel movements. These changes can include constipation, where you're unable to pass stool comfortably, or diarrhea, where your stool becomes loose and watery. Changes in stool consistency can also be a red flag. You might notice your stool becoming thinner, harder, or softer than usual. If these changes persist for more than a few days, it might be more than just a simple stomach upset. Another sign to look out for is the frequency of your bowel movements. If you're going to the toilet much more or less often than your usual routine, it could be a sign of an underlying issue. It's worth noting that these symptoms can be caused by a variety of factors, not just colon issues. However, if they persist, it's always a good idea to get checked out. Remember, significant changes in bowel habits warrant a visit to your doctor. Thirdly, the presence of blood in your stool is a symptom that needs immediate attention. This can be a sign of various health issues, one of which is a problem with the colon. Blood in the stool may appear as bright red streaks or could give the stool a dark, tar-like appearance. It's important to know that not all instances of blood in the stool are visible to the naked eye. Sometimes it's only detectable through a fecal occult blood test, a diagnostic tool used by healthcare professionals. This symptom is particularly concerning because it could indicate the presence of polyps or growths in the colon, which can be benign or non-cancerous, but may also be precursors to colon cancer. It could also signify internal bleeding, hemorrhoids, or other digestive tract issues. Never ignore blood in your stool. Seek medical attention immediately. Fourthly, unexplained weight loss can be a red flag for colon health. Now, we all know that shedding those extra pounds can be a cause for celebration. But when weight loss happens without any changes in diet or exercise, it's not something to be taken lightly. This unexplained weight loss could be your body's way of telling you that something's not quite right. You see, when your body is fighting off something as serious as colon disease, it uses up more energy. This can lead to weight loss, even when you're eating the same amount of food as before. And if a tumor is blocking the colon, it can interfere with your body's ability to absorb nutrients, leading to weight loss as well. So, if you find yourself losing weight without trying, without dieting or ramping up your exercise routine, it's a signal that you should not ignore. If you're losing weight without trying, it's time to consult your doctor. Fifthly, fatigue can be a symptom of colon problems. You might ask, why fatigue? Well, it's quite simple. Your colon, or large intestine, plays a crucial role in the final stages of digestion. It's where your body absorbs water and vital nutrients. If your colon isn't functioning properly, this process can be disrupted, leading to malnutrition. And what's one of the most common signs of malnutrition? That's right, fatigue. Moreover, if your colon is struggling, it might be due to an underlying condition such as colon cancer. This disease can cause internal bleeding, which can lead to anemia. Anemia often manifests as fatigue, so if you're feeling tired all the time despite getting enough rest, it might be more than just the daily grind wearing you down. It could be your body's way of signaling that something is off with your colon. Don't dismiss persistent fatigue. It could be a sign of a serious colon issue. Lastly, we'll cover 5 other critical symptoms you should never ignore. Let's dive right in. First up, iron deficiency anemia. This type of anemia occurs when your body lacks sufficient iron to produce hemoglobin, the substance in your red blood cells that carries oxygen. Symptoms can include fatigue, weakness, pale skin, and irregular heartbeat. If you're feeling unusually tired or notice any of these signs, it's crucial to consult a healthcare professional. Next, we have rectal bleeding. While this symptom can be linked to less serious conditions like hemorrhoids, it's important not to dismiss it outright. Blood in your stool or on your toilet paper after wiping could signal a problem in your colon and should always be reported to your doctor. Moving on, abdominal bloating. This is a feeling of fullness or pressure in your abdomen that's not related to eating or digestion. If you're experiencing persistent bloating, especially if it's accompanied by other symptoms we've mentioned, it's time to schedule a checkup. Our fourth symptom is unexplained vomiting. Now, we've all had instances where we've felt nauseous or even vomited due to a stomach bug or bad food. But if you're repeatedly experiencing uncontrolled vomiting without a clear cause, it could be a sign of a serious colon issue. Finally, we come to the feeling that your bowel doesn't empty completely. This sensation, also known as tenesmus, can be quite uncomfortable. It's often accompanied by other symptoms like changes in bowel habits, abdominal pain, or the presence of mucus in your stool. If you're regularly feeling like you haven't fully emptied your bowels, it's important to seek medical advice. These symptoms, while possibly indicative of other health issues, can also be signs of colon problems. Remember, your health is your wealth, and it's always better to be safe than sorry. Paying attention to your body and seeking help when something feels off is the best way to catch potential health issues early on. In conclusion, taking note of these symptoms can potentially save your life. Let's briefly summarize the 10 critical colon symptoms we've discussed today, and remember, if you experience any of these symptoms persistently, it's crucial to seek medical advice. We started with persistent abdominal discomfort. It's not uncommon to have occasional stomach cramps or aches, but if your belly is constantly in distress, it could be a sign that something is wrong with your colon. Next, we highlighted changes in bowel habits. If you notice a sudden shift in your bowel movements, whether it's constipation, diarrhea, or changes in the consistency of your stool, it's important to take note. Blood in your stool is a symptom that should never be ignored. While it could be due to less serious issues like hemorrhoids, it could also be a sign of colon cancer. Unexplained weight loss is another symptom to watch out for. If you're shedding pounds without trying and it's paired with other symptoms, it's time to schedule a visit to your doctor. Fatigue or constant tiredness is another symptom that can often be overlooked. Remember, your body needs energy to function, and if you're feeling consistently worn out, it could be a symptom of a larger issue. In addition to these, we also discussed several other important symptoms, including iron deficiency anemia, a feeling that your bowel doesn't empty completely, bright red or very dark stool, and unexplained vomiting or nausea. Each of these symptoms can be a sign of colon issues, and while some might seem minor, they could be indicative of a larger problem. If you notice any of these symptoms persistently, please don't ignore them. Listen to your body and consult with a healthcare professional. Health is a precious asset, and in the case of colon health, early detection is crucial. It can make the difference between a manageable condition and a life-threatening one. It's also important to remember that while these symptoms can be indicators of colon issues, they can also be signs of other health problems. Therefore, it's essential to seek medical advice and not to self-diagnose. Let's not forget, maintaining a healthy lifestyle, including regular exercise, a balanced diet, and regular screenings, can play a significant role in preventing colon issues. Remember, early detection is key in managing colon health. Stay vigilant, stay healthy. Your health is in your hands, and by staying aware of these critical colon symptoms, you're taking a crucial step in ensuring your well-being.